right, folks. There you go.
What is that?
That's our food.
He grabbed 3 plates, thinking he was going to pay for 3 people. But there were 6 of us.
You only pay for 3 plates?
That's delicious. I know I got your favorites.
You only pay for 3 plates?
If I have more than this number of plates, then I have to pay for more people.
Whoa. Oh, it's a bridge. It's a bridge. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Whoa, it's not a slide, it's a bridge. You have to walk on it like this.
Whoa, Chloe! What is that? Oh, look! Kids leave toys all the time. If they're unclaimed, why not pick them up and take it home with you? Because they're free. It's perfectly fine. We just wash it off and it's clean.
It's missing 2 wheels.
She could still play with it, Vic.
We end up having a lot of toys that are maybe not supposed to be used anymore, cluttering our house.
It's not easy for busy parents to keep romance alive.
It's hard to find time, you know, with Chloe, with me and him working. So it's good to keep the romance alive.
But for Apple Malesio, a full-time model and mom, it's even more difficult. All of her spare time is spent slashing her family's expenses.
When we first had Chloe, I noticed her being more frugal than she normally was.
Chloe, it's time for your milk. Suddenly, I stopped producing breast milk, so now I collect breast milk for my friends. Amy is from my yoga class. Jessica is actually one of my coworkers. Brandy, we do play dates with her. This is Jennifer's milk. Megan's, more Jessica's. Chloe prefers Jessica's milk over anyone else's breast milk. I mean, this is her fave. She'll drink the others, but this is more her preference. Vic!
Drinking someone else's breast milk's a little bit weird, but she kind of insisted on using it.
Free breast milk saves Apple over $1,000 a year off the cost of fortified toddler milk.
Do you like it, Chloe? Mm-hmm. Having a baby made me more obsessed with saving money. After college, I was cheap, but then after having a baby, it made me extremely cheap. People buy baby wipes, moist towelettes, but instead I like to make them at home. Okay. There you go, you have moist towelettes. I use this to wipe my hands with it, and or wipe the tables, like my kitchen table, my kitchen counter. This is totally reusable still, so I put it in this container. And this one is Chloe's baby wipe, so I use the wipe to wipe her bum with.
I guess just recently we have this argument. Reusing the wipes in different ways like that should be discarded.
Apple's homemade wipe saves her 50 cents a day for 6 diaper changes.
A changing table is one of the most expensive things that a new mom has to buy. So instead of spending $200 on a changing table, I got mine for free at a gas station that was going out of business.
When Apple first brought home a used changing table from the gas station, I thought it's kind of weird. Things from the gas station aren't clean.
Victor thought of the changing table as ugly and dirty when I first brought it home, but we washed the top layer and we cleaned it. People use changing tables all the time, so why not use this one?
I mean, we can't sound like we can't afford a new changing table.
And as Apple has found ways to save on baby wipes and changing tables, she's also found a way to save $450 on diapers themselves.
Why not use t-shirts to make reusable cloth diapers? You cut the sides and cut the sleeves off, and then fold the flaps, and there you go.
Dishes. I can see myself in the plate.
I'm Melanie O'Brien.
And I'm Sean O'Brien.
And we're America's cheapest family.
Making it rain.
In the summertime, when the kids are playing outside in the pool, we can utilize that afterwards to help clean our dishes. We save money on the water bill. We save money on the electric bill. Are we gonna become millionaires off of it? Not per se, but it's gonna help us to be able to allocate that money towards a better purpose.
See? Fun and work.
Who wants bacon?
I do.
Sean and I agreed that if we don't have to buy anything new, then we won't. And we'll make use with what we have. That's our lifestyle, that's our way. Our pots and pans broke, the handles broke off, and instead of going out and buying brand new pots and pans, Sean made this wrench that doubles as a handle, and the duct tape protects my hands from burning. All right, kids, bacon's ready.
It's been more than 10 years since Sean and Melanie have made any significant improvements to their home. A sacrifice they claim has saved them over $30,000.
This is where we spend most of our time, in the living room. As you can see, we've got very sparse furniture. Living room furniture can cost up to $10,000, $20,000, depending on what kind you're buying. Ours costs maybe 50 bucks. A few months ago, our shower head broke, and Sean came up with a great way to fix it. For the price of a soda bottle, he rigged it up to the shower head and just poked holes in there, and now we have a brand new shower head.
I was just wondering if you guys had any food that you're not using, like leftovers.
She's not proud. It's like, hey, if you're going on vacation, you need to empty out your fridge, bring it over. People are still willing to give her food.
Hey, Chris, how's it going? I was actually wondering if you guys had any leftovers or any food that you're not using.
I've got some lettuce.
Sometimes I'll give her eggs, and sometimes some stuff from our garden. But I know that she's very frugal, and so I know she's probably gonna put it to good use somehow.
Hey, good luck.
Have a good one.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
Jordan's monthly food bill comes out to a mere $180, thanks to her creative money-saving solutions.
So this is what I like to call an end loaf. In our house, we go through a lot of bread, and a lot of people don't like to eat the heels of bread, but Bubba likes it, my kids love it, and it's still good, so after a while, it makes an entire loaf worth.
Jordan's been trying to find out even more ways of being a cheapskate at home. So one of the ways that she tried was dashboard cookies.
A neighbor of mine, she gave us some cookie dough that was about to expire. I bake cookies without using any power, and it doesn't make your house hot.
With the car temperature at 160 degrees, she's finished baking for free in 2 hours. And it's this cheap thinking that's led Jordan to her newest and perhaps most extreme penny-pinching plan yet.
There's a new trend with backyard farming, where I think we have plenty of space in the back and we're fenced. That I think if we
wait a minute.
No, hear me out. We could raise a pig and then get a ton of pork out of it. You can pay upwards of $3.50 per dozen for eggs. You pay 10 bucks for a chicken. 6 chickens later, you're getting a half dozen eggs a day. I mean, that's incredible. That's great savings.
What would our neighbors think of that?
Our neighbors might think we're crazy, but I think we could prove them wrong. We could just look into it.
I'm a foodie. I love everything to do with food. I think people can enjoy a foodie lifestyle on a cheap budget. Every dollar we spend on anything other than food is a waste. I got the apartment a few years ago. I don't see the need to spend money on furniture. I'm a floor guy. I sit on the floor, and it's very comfortable. I mean, it's just tossing money into the trash receptacle. That's what I think of furniture. I worked for a cookware company that always puts on displays, presentations. And what happens is a lot of manufacturers send me samples of their product.
What I did was I found some 2x4s, and these are styrofoam peanuts. So I just take all the peanuts, throw them in there, and then I cover it up with bubble wrap, and then this is a tablecloth, and it makes a perfect bed.
The average cost to furnish a one-bedroom house is $2,000, and clothing expenses for a single professional can reach $400 a year. Ron spends a total of $20 decking out both his house and his closet.
1, 2, 3 shirts and 2 pairs of shorts, and that's it. And by the way, I own no underwear and no socks. I teach cooking classes. You know, when I go to do any kind of demos, I take this all with me. I set up shop and basically do presentations to help people understand that you don't have to have a lot of money to eat well. Taking showers outside, washing all my clothes at the same time, saves me so much money.
You get to get your shower, you get to get your clothing clean, and you didn't spend a dime.
Woo. It warms up after a while. I never care what other people think. They'll look at me and I'll get looks. And you know what? I want to take a shower, and I'm saving a whole lot of money. And what's wrong with that?
Each time Ron showers and does laundry at the beach, he saves $1.89 on water, energy, and detergent bills.
Well, people in Southern California go to the beach a lot, and the most important thing is they drink wine, and they throw sometimes bottles out that contain wine. All right. When I find any, I'll pour it into the tube. It's going right into the box. If you want to go out and have a drink, you're probably going to be spending at least $10 for a glass of Cabernet or Merlot. This way of finding wine costs you nothing. I can't think of anything more exciting than getting something for free. These are lamb's quarters, a weed that's completely edible, part of the spinach family. Fresh cilantro costs about $1.99 a bunch. Popolo is a weed growing all over Los Angeles, and it's known as the summer cilantro. By picking wild herbs and vegetables growing in the cracks of the street, I would say I save at least $40 a month. Who locks trash? Excellent. Oh, yeah. Lots of lobster. Look at this. This is a gold mine, man. The shells are great. You know, you throw them into a pot of water, and all the meat will boil right out. When I pick up a discarded shell, I'm seeing all kinds of meat. I'm seeing things that weren't eaten within that lobster. Wonderful. That are extremely valuable, especially when you're paying, what, $30, $35 a pound at least? Look at this. I mean, who leaves the table like this? Wow. Delicious.
I thought it was quite amazing that my aunt and uncle just happened to show up on our family dinner day.
We would love to have you, Terrence.
Yeah. No. We would love to have you. They're throwing off my budget completely. But it's our family dinner, so I'm gonna splurge. I'm gonna do my thing, and they're gonna be happy.
I was the happiest guy in the world. I felt that I was going to eat like a champion.
It's gonna be really top-notch, and it's gonna be very expensive.
You can imagine the dismay on everyone's face when he pulls up to a Chinese buffet.
Aha!
I couldn't believe it. All I can see was food stacked upon each other. We were promised fine dining.
This is fine dining. Look at this. Feel the veneer of the table.
What about one time eating something that we want to eat that's really nice?
Yeah, you're gonna have whatever you want.
Oh, buffet?
You're gonna like the food here. You guys don't seem very hungry. You want to sit and talk for a while.
No, we're just upset. We want to leave. That's what we want to do.
You're not upset. Honey.
We want to leave. And we want to go to fine
Have
dining.
you ever trusted me? At least give it a try. We at least agree to give it a try.
I guess we're here. We're not going anywhere else.
Okay. My family is showing a distinct lack of appreciation. All right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make sure that everybody's happy. All right, folks. There you go.
What is that?
That's our food.
He grabbed 3 plates, thinking he was going to pay for 3 people. But there were 6 of us.
You wouldn't pay for 3
That's
plates?
delicious. I know I got your favorites.
You only pay for 3 plates?
If I have more than this number of plates, then I have to pay for more people. That's a lot of food.
I thought he'd pay for each of us to eat. For us to share, that was unacceptable. I was so mortified that he would even suggest it. We went and got our own plate, but I expect you to pay for it. That's it. This is not the food that I hoped for.
Sure it is.
I mean, come on. Pizza.
This is just so good.
Okay, what is this?
That's fine dining, Mother.
All right, looks like a wet noodle.
Well, I'll tell you what. Next year, you don't get to choose. Being at home and him doing things cheap is okay to some degree. But when we're in public, it's not good. It's embarrassing because people might be in earshot or looking.
That's your check, sir?
Oh, no. $92.28. That's literally all my change.
He is going to pay $92 with quarters, nickels, and dimes.
I've been saving for this all year.
When Terrence walked in with this huge bag of coins, I wanted to hide under the table. You're thoroughly embarrassing everybody here.
I am not embarrassing anybody. I saved and scrimped for this money.
I just thought that was the most embarrassing moment in my life.
I just can't imagine. This is really happening.
I'm just embarrassed. We're not going to wait around.
So here it is. I'm starting to count out all my change, doing my thing. My wife is standing there and she's like,
I don't believe this.
92.10.
We just couldn't believe that he was really counting those pennies, and I couldn't believe that he was actually going through with it.
I have never seen anyone pay for it with the coins. Never.
Let's go.
Thank you for appreciating my tip.